what is the relationship that these people built with the Prophet in his Medina. You have no idea, Steve Mu'tasim, how much Medina is present in those letters. What does Medina mean to him? Al-Qadi Ayyad, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, he called it Dar as-Salam. The Maghrib was a place of strifes at that time, and they looked at Medina as the place of spiritual bliss. And when they travel with their minds and their heart to Medina, the whole political strifes and wars and all of that, and so all gone.
It's all gone.
And La ilaha illallah, subhanallah, the Maghribis, they named every single thing according to Medina. They had their graveyard are called Al-Baqi'. An Andalusian. They called Baqi' Cordoba, or Baqi' this, or Baqi' that. They named their children Yahuj, which means that he's gonna go and visit the Prophet and make Hajj. And things like they named so many things in Medina. They make it something close to them. And the people who make Hajj, they come back with their stories. They come back about talks about the Medina. They brought some turba of the Medina. They brought memories. They brought so much, to the point that these people, you could see it in the letters. Medina represents something that is not just an imagined utopia for them. It's a real thing that brings not just soothing, it's a place of faith for them. Medina is a life for them. They love Medina, they cherish Medina, they yearn for Medina. And so قد عيد رحمة الله تعالى in his letters, لولا الأعادي والعوادي زرتها ولو على الوجنات. If it was not for circumstances and for the enemies and so on, I would have gone on my face to Medina. Well, and things like this, subhanAllah, things like in the imagination of these people, Medina was great. Anything related to the Prophet, family of the Prophet, the family, how the relationship of Maghrib and the people of the family of the Prophet. So the letters were not an anomaly. Their religiosity surrounded around the Prophet. This is the truth, that they centralize the Prophet in every single thing they do. And that's when you see the salawat of Imam Jabuli, when you see the salawat of the genre of the salawat flourished tremendously in the Andalus in Morocco. The genre of the salawat. Some of them took off, some of them did not. Imam Jazuli rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi is the first book in the Muslim world, in the whole Muslim world, that has been celebrated in the whole Muslim Muslim world, from India to the West. So this is what I studied. This is what was my PhD, and I hope Allah Ta'ala that we can publish it, inshallah, for people to benefit from it, inshallah.
Oh, absolutely. We have to, Shaykh Hassan. And so, one thing I noticed is so interesting in my travels across the Muslim world, the Ummah loves Sayyidina Nabi sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa ala. You go to Egypt, muhibbeen. You go to Pakistan, muhibbeen. You go to India, muhibbeen. You go to Palestine, muhibbeen. May Allah farraj ala Gaza. But when you go to Maghrib in particular, there's a special flavor to their muhabba of Sayyidina Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam that you don't find elsewhere. And so, Shaykh Hassan, where is that stemming from?
Well, as you said, Sidi, the manifestation, if there's anything that unites the Ummah, pre-modern time, pre-colonialism, and so it is the love of the Prophet ﷺ. You see it manifested all over. You see it manifested in the way they do their crafts, to the way they ornate their messages, to the way they name their kids, to the way every intimate thing that they do is tied up to the Prophet, and it's all over. And the manifestations of that are diverse and so many.